we're gonna take the knockout on Viper. It's 36 feet, a lot of volume on this. Threw a few shots getting loose on this pattern, so this will be the only pattern that actually has a couple of shots on it before I do the review. But you're gonna see, I mean, hopefully all you're looking for is just ball reaction. Let's not try and determine whether the ball's any good, whether it strikes or not, because these patterns aren't easy. And I didn't take any time really getting lined up much. So we're gonna go as straight as we can, not super straight, but we're gonna try and start around the first arrow, play up the lane a little bit, throw a few shots as we keep going left and see what it looks like on 36 feet. So here we go. So what I noticed on this pattern before was the straighter I went, there was actually more hang to the right. And as I threw a couple of shots further left, getting into that 13-14 range, it blended the lane a little bit better. But early on, I like this ball. I like this layout, especially with all the volume. The volume helps. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna do a 3 and 2 here. See, so there's more oil, it seems, to the right side of the lane at the very far right side. And as I moved left, it's actually a little bit flatter part of the lane. So it would force me to open my angles up. So now I'll throw one in that same spot, and I'll move my eyes to the right to get it steeper, and it might hang. It might not hook at all. So I'm just gonna move my eyes one right. Oh, actually was better. I'm surprised. I thought that would hang on the gutter a little bit there. That's still not bad. But the motion we're looking at, you can see it read the middle of the lane like it's supposed to. And on the heavier volume pattern, that's a surprise. But that's exactly what I laid this ball out for, is to be able to do that. And it's not going crazy down lane. You're not seeing some ridiculous motion out of it. All right, so I'm gonna go 4 left. This is gonna be 4 and 3. Let's see what happens. No, I mean, again, as you move left, that's gonna force me to open my angle up. But again, I'm afraid it's gonna hang to the right, but I don't know enough about this pattern, since it is the new 2021 version, that it's going to, I think it's gonna hang a little bit over there. So let's try, stay in that same spot, and I'll just move my eyes back one to the right. Okay, it's not hanging in that spot. I thought it was gonna hang, so it tells you how much I actually know about this pattern. All right. Now, as we go left, I have to imagine that it's not gonna be great, because it's a shorter pattern that it's gonna want you to play further right, but we never know. So now we'll get into our normal ball review areas, and we'll start in that 13-14 range, just like we normally would. Let's see what happens. Miss left. That's okay. But the key to this is it's actually blending the lane out really well. So what I think is gonna happen is this might be one of the first balls out of my bag, other than obviously urethane, purple hammers and stuff. So again, I'm gonna try and stay in that same spot. And now the angle's too tight on this shorter pattern, so I'm gonna just move my eyes 2 to the right. Just get it to the right and see what happens. Better. Better. Didn't quite get through the pins though, but it was okay. So now maybe we could start getting our hand around it just a pinch. Let's see if it changes the ball reaction too much. I'm gonna stay in the same spot, try and throw it in that same area, and just kind of move my hand position to get it around it. Just a little more. Oh, hung up. Definitely got around it. And definitely hooked more down lane. So that's good. All right. It's so quiet. I feel weird doing a ball review when it's so quiet like this. So I'm gonna keep that hand position, but I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go 5 left. So it's gonna end up being, let's go 5 and 2. So it'll open the angle up just a little bit. Ooh. Ooh, go around it. Makes me want to check some other stuff, which we'll do later. We'll keep this review just the knockout for right now. But we'll check some other stuff later. All right. We'll go 3 more left. There's the flat part. So that's where you start to see it hook a little bit earlier. So now you're too far left for a shorter pattern. It's gonna force you to throw it dead to the right to even give it a chance to get to the pocket, but it's not gonna have enough energy because it's gonna make your angle too steep. So to play this lane properly, you could probably play it a couple of different ways. You could go straighter if you want, you know, between first and second arrow, or even right of first arrow if you really wanted to, or you can go between second and third, throwing it to the right. Because as you go too far left, now let's go up next to the ball return. You'll notice this probably will have no chance. I was wrong again. That's amazing. That's kind of actually cool. This ball, I mean, I guess maybe it's just the layout. This layout now I haven't used ever. I usually don't use anything this close other than, you know, like a 2-inch pin or something like that. And I know 4 inches isn't really that close, but for me, you guys know I always use the longer 5-inch pins, 5.5-inch pins. So I'm gonna try to do that again, see if it was a fluke. Not a fluke, it was just that good. Good grief. This ball's pretty sweet. This might be first ball out of my bag on this pattern for sure. Obviously it's gonna play different when I get there, but I'm gonna have to take a look at this ball. Absolutely, this thing looks great. All right, so now let's try and go like, I'm gonna move back right. Let's do the math. I'm gonna try to go like 15 to 4. Do the math, 7. So that's 11 boards, so I gotta go 5 more left, plus my little drift. Let's see if it gets there. Oh, tried, didn't quite get far enough to the right. I would have to be steeper. So I can go 2 and 1 left and throw 1. And it should be okay. Maybe 3 and 1. We'll do 3 and 1. But you can definitely see, I'm definitely seeing earlier hook just because, I mean, it is a shorter pattern. It's to be expected. So go 3 and 1-ish. Let's see what happens. Not gonna get there. Yeah, it doesn't like that. That's the high traction zone, right in that area. So in this building, I'd have to be right of it or left of it. But I could probably, let me try again. It might just want me to throw it right. So I'll move my eyes to the right. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't like that spot. And I know I ain't a great shot, but I don't like that area. I could probably parallel everything to the right and it'd be just fine. gonna keep this video going until we get it figured out. How about that? There we go. Let's go this way. Just doesn't want to go to the right for me now. I feel like it's forcing me to open my angles up. I mean, it's seeing the lane and it's going and it's trying to continue to go left, which is good. All right. Now we got her. Now we got her. Oh, not quite. Not quite, but looks pretty good.